Hello there. So today we're going to be looking at a lot of things that will make you say, I want it, take all my money today. Waiting at the station is just the worst. Half the time, you got nowhere to sit, there's too many people. But this guy, he's like, nah, I'm going to inflate my own seat. I'm going to create my own advantage. In saying that, a lot of the chairs I've seen, the fold-out ones, are quite small. This one is luxuriously big. So as long as you're okay with literally everyone waiting for the train staring at you, or worse, someone coming at you with a pin, then this is definitely a purchase you should make. So this is an automatic cooking station. You put your food in and it will take care of absolutely every single part of the cooking process. You know, from putting in the flavoring to putting in some veggies and some salad too. It'll handle it for you. And then once it's done mixing, putting in some salt and pepper, that's when you can pour it into your bowl. Job done. An entire kitchen, entire chef at your disposal. I mean, pick me. I'm the laziest son of a gun you'll ever meet. Pick me, I want this. But don't make me pick it up myself. Have someone else deliver it to me. What do you think I am, some kind of work person? So let's just say that your toaster is being a piece of garbage, you know, as it always is, and you kind of want to heat the bread, but you want to do it manually, like by hand. This product, almost as if you're ironing a shirt, will be able to do that. Create toast from your bread. And hey, once you're done making your toast, why don't you go ahead and use this and straighten your hair? Me, I don't have any hair to straighten because I am a pure white blob of a man, but there's nothing stopping you. So you're going ahead and cleaning your floor, no problems, but at the same time you think, you know, some gasoline, some petrol could really tie this room together. So it's like when you have a kid and it says they're gonna clean their room and you come in and you see them doing this and you're like, please stop. But it was okay, it was a trick all along. So this right here is a patio that has some hidden tables and chairs so that when you're done with having a little picnic with your friends or your family, you can safely stow it away underneath the ground. I mean, who needs those bloody fold-away tables and chairs? Like, they're so in the way, it takes so much time to put them away. Instead, reconstruct your entire outside deck. And yes, I want it. Do I want to build it? No, but I want it. So this guy's got a back massager, and you can just tell from the cry of pleasure how good this is. You can take your smelly sex stuff, me. The back massager, I want it now. Speaking of massages, this cat is in kitten heaven. It's getting the head scratches, the neck scratches. It doesn't even know where it is anymore. What this cat really needs though is an entire room dedicated to these little devices that you can just walk on and let it massage 360 degrees every part of you. Is it worth paying that much just for a cat? Yes! So in this game, you get kind of like a Beyblade system and you let it just hit every golden wall that it passes. And the objective is to get it down here in order to be able to hit a particular item. Hit the bell, hit the bell. No. Come on, hit it. Hit it. Do it. But no, you don't get that. Just disappointing. So if you're sick of faffing around with tape measures, this digital tape measure means that you don't have to have that thing snapping and flipping around and causing all kinds of mischief. Of course, it'll be awkward if, you know, you're measuring something and your tape measure runs out of battery. So you have to tell someone, no, sorry, my tape measure ran out of battery. They'll look at you like you're an idiot. But you're not an idiot. You're just technologically advanced. So I personally don't like those game controllers that you slap on the side, but this thing is so minimalist, so easy to use, and it's just for the joystick. So easy to carry as well, like it's really no big deal. Plug straight into your power. So can I ask everyone in the comments, did anyone have the Xperia Play? Because I absolutely loved the fold-out controls on that phone, and they've never made a sequel, and I'm so triggered, and I hate that. I just want another one, man. Or hey, just an attachment for my phone that slides out. Honestly, if someone can link me one for a smartphone, I will love you. So this fantastic Uber driver decided to hook up his phone with a game controller and let you play any classic game on the go. Immediate 10 out of 10 stars for this particular man. Of course, as long as you're alright with the germ-infested controller, because it 100% has a whole colony living on it right now. But it's worth it for the 15 minutes of pure nostalgic joy from some 8-bit, 16-bit games. So this guy's got a mask that turns into anything you want by using an app.
Full face LED mask. Got this app here that comes with it.
Totally anonymous.
You can be, I mean, there's just a million things that we can go through.
So here, these ones are perfect if you're planning to go rob a bank, anything you want. Or hey, you want to go scare some randoms out in the street? This is what you do any time of night. Nice and bright on your face. So this is a Lichtenberg glass, and they create art, static electricity art somehow. And hey, it isn't just that little paltry glass. They can hook up the connectors and make it basically any size you can think of. So here, a whole person's face, and the height is like 3 times the size of a full-grown man. So this person decided to try and make some chocolate from scratch. So you get all the beans out, you mix them up, you smash them up, you put in a whole heap of sugar along with them into this mixer. So then you blend it up, you put it into this ice tray, you freeze it, and suddenly before you know it, you got chocolate. So this invention, kind of like the Game Boy camera, will take a photo you take in or a screenshot and it will print it on the fly. I almost just can't believe this would work. Like, where does the ink go in the machine? So I reckon you'd probably get a good 5 prints before you're completely dry. But hey, I might be wrong, in which case, I want it. So this person has this machine that emulates Guitar Hero, but with boxing. So you punch every single time the beat hits a part of the display. I'm surprised that Nintendo hasn't come out with like a Wii peripheral that does this, you know, for Wii boxing. I gotta say, I would 100% buy that if they did. So if you're going around for some winter walks and you don't want to change your shoes, you can get these ones that fold out into winter-friendly shoes. And hey, either that, or if you want to tear off someone's face, these are also great. The spikes will destroy anyone. But obviously you should probably stick to just putting these in snow as they were designed for. You got children and you're like, I'm so sick of this child and their bloody toys just sitting everywhere. They're Legos, aka the foot needles. So either Lego themselves or some crafty devil has created these Lego slippers, so now you can safely walk and crush all your children's toys as they so rightfully deserve to be. This person invented this device that you can use to actually snowboard uphill. So forget about that whole downhill garbage. No, now you can snowboard wherever you want. I'd say this is really neat and inventive right up until you hit a whole bunch of snow into the person behind you who wasn't really expecting a motor, like a wheel motor, to be kicking this stuff up at them. At which point this becomes, less cool, more just annoying. Me personally, I wouldn't want this, but I know a lot of you guys probably would. So this person got an amazing birthday present.
Gifts I've ever gotten. My husband bought me this 1941 vintage Coca-Cola dispenser. It's fully functioning and operational. You just stick 10 cents in, you turn the knob, open the hatch. There is your ice cold bottle of Coke.
So there's like a whole fridge in there.
You pop the top right there in the bottle
and it's got a bottle opener built in. Yes, give me this thing. Give me this thing. I don't care that it's rusted and that it's from the 1940s. I want it. If you're ever looking for like a Fallout themed room, you need this. So this is like kind of like a metal park bench, but it opens up into a picnic table as well. And then you can fold it back in at a moment's notice. So if you got a nice blanket that you put over the chair, that actually doubles as like a tablecloth for whenever you have some treats. Although that table space is tiny. You can maybe put one little set of food on there. And that's about it. This charger is part of the occult. So it's charged through the power of the underworld. As long as you're okay with that, of course. And hey, as long as my phone doesn't kind of float off the surface and then some foreign chanting begins, then yeah, I want this too. Some people love using water and pools in order to get their exercise. So some person invented this container that you slip into and there's an exercise bike in there. So you'll bike underwater technically I find this a very odd placement for this particular item, right next to a pool, which I would probably prefer to be in. But hey, you dump this in my house? Yeah, I want it. So this thing can connect to your phone, and it's a mini projector, so no matter where you are, you can have like a fake window, you know, aquarium, a nice view, the sea, snow, anything you want. Me, I just make do with a TV at the foot of my bed playing some YouTube videos with rain sounds and sounds of the sea, and even, hey, a Star Trek kind of ambience on one of the starships. So that's probably what I would use this for. So someone invented the world's first self-walking pen. So it can write any words you want, but more than likely it won't do that. It'll just go wander off with its own plots, its own agendas. This is either an invention or it's just an alien. Just imagine if they paired this up with an app where you can ask it to spell out certain things. You can have it write like a whole exam paper for you. Oh, that's the dream. So you're gonna take a leak in the middle of the night, but you don't want to turn the light switch. That would be valuable energy you could not be expending. Instead, why don't you get a toilet bowl that has a lit up seat. This is especially good if you like to take dumps and you want to be lit up like the night sky. And I do legitimately want this one, but the amount of electricity you'd be expending for this nonsense, it's probably not worth it. I'll admit it maybe took me a second, and I'm still not 100% sure what this device is for, but I imagine that the water coming out of the toothbrush is something that you can, you know, put in your mouth and you don't have to scoop up the water or put your mouth underneath the tap like you're an invalid. Otherwise, I have no other idea what this is for. Maybe it's to clean your toothbrush, man. I don't know. Still kind of want it though. So you might think that this is, you know, just a normal bird feeder, comes down, feeds them whenever they approach. And you know, that's pretty cool on its own. Not something you really care about, but what you gotta understand is that every time a bird approaches, it has some rubbish in its beak. And when it deposits it into that little slot, that's when it gets fed. So they're training these birds to pick up litter to be able to get fed. And hey, it works. There is a time lapse of this happening every single day. They're bringing like full on Kit Kat bars, like this is the only way I'm gonna get fed today. Slim pickings at the moment. And in theory, this works brilliantly until they start bringing non-rubbish, until they steal a dude's credit card and deposit it. And then the whole system falls apart. Still want it, still worth it, but geez. So that's it for this video. Bye. Have a good one.